everyone starts imitating you. Marc Gasol of the Memphis Grizzlies starts doing the strut. Justin Bieber, Pogba. This becomes a thing that is being seen everywhere. Did that blow your mind? Because you've been doing that for a few fights, right? And then all of a sudden after New York, it became part of pop culture. What are you thinking when you're seeing this everywhere? Like massive stars imitating you.
I'm thinking Vince McMahon must be pissed. But I don't give a fuck about Vince McMahon. I stole that walk, and that walk is now mine. And now Vince, or any of those pussies over in the WWE, will do anything about it. That's my walk. I created that walk. I made that walk. So look, I don't know. It's amazing to see, like, it's amazing to cross into that. They're all different cultures, all different sports, all the NFL players, all the NBA players, all the football players over here. Look, fighting is everywhere. All American football is over there.
Yeah.
Soccer or football, we call it, is over here. Fighting is fucking everywhere, and we're finally seeing that. So I'm very happy, very proud of it. And look, it's a beautiful time for the fight. It's a beautiful time for me in the fight game. We're finally being recognised for the work we do. You know, it's a dangerous, dangerous business. I've witnessed everything in the game. I've witnessed the lowest of the lowest, the highest of the highest. So I'm just happy that we are right now at the very pinnacle, and everyone is respecting us and showing us the love that we deserve.
Okay, so I've been dying to ask you this question for months now, okay? You told me when they announced the fight against Eddie Alvarez that they will need an effing army to take the 2 titles away from you. And in the end, they sent out a press release that was 2 sentences long, and they had one of the broadcasters read it. When I first found out that they were going to do the interim title and strip you of the belt because Daniel Cormier got injured prior to UFC 206, it did not register in my mind. It did not make sense. How did you find out that they were going to go ahead and do this, and what was your reaction?
Before I even got the belt, they wanted to strip me. That's what I'm saying. Before I even won the belt, it was like, you got to give this one up. You got to, like, just let me go and get the thing first. Let me go make the history. Let me go and do what's never been done before. And there seemed to be a problem with that for whatever reason. I don't know what the problem was, but again, a lack of communication. I just go into my shell and just do my thing. I'm just my own man, do my own thing. So when they're trying to hit me up, I'm not trying to answer too much. I'm there. When I'm hitting them up, they're not trying to answer too much. So whatever. You can... Currently, the featherweight... All they had to do was ask. If they literally came to me and said, hey, Conor, I know you're preparing to have a baby. I know you're chilling. If you want to fight for this featherweight belt in March, just a nice time, I would have went in and would have slept Holloway or the guy who's fighting, or Aldo, or whoever they wanted. No problem. All they had to do was ask. Instead, they created an interim belt. They gave back the unified belt to a guy I KO'd in 13 seconds. A guy I dominated is now the interim title. Look, I was almost a little bit embarrassed for the way it was playing out. Like, is that really how bad it's gone? That you just need to kind of create all this fake stuff to sell some stuff, but it's still so shit. It's still so nothing. So, I don't know, look.
They never asked?
What?
They never asked for your permission?
Before there was conversations, not after. After it just kind of went silent, and then it just happened. But I mean, keyboard warriors, they can type anything and people think that ain't real. You said they wrote out a press release. What did they do? Did they send the army? Did they physically take that belt from me? Has anyone laid a finger on me to take that second belt or the first belt? No. I'm still a 2-weight world champion, make no mistake about it. That's it.
So do you intend on defending that featherweight title at some point? Do you intend on defending? Do you still consider yourself the featherweight champion?
Like I said, all they had to do was ask.
Huh.
All they had to do was ask. Right now I'm walking around about 75 kilos. That's like 160 pounds. I guess don't get me wrong, it's a heavy cut. It's a heavyweight cut. But tell me one time I've missed it. Tell me one time I've missed the featherweight limit. You know what I'm saying? At the Aldo fight, there was no IV. We weren't allowed IVs at the Aldo fight. And it was the first time I brought in a nutritionist. I done it the best weight cut I've ever had, and I didn't use an IV to rehydrate. And I went in and knocked my opponent out in 13 seconds. So how can they claim I'm not the featherweight world champion? How can they claim I'm not a featherweight no more? Sign up the dotted line, and I'll take a featherweight fight, no problem. But make no mistake about it, you sign me up against any of these featherweights, they're not going to show up. And that's fact. You sign me up against Jose Aldo, how confident are you that fight takes place? He ain't showing up again, Ariel. You know that. 13-second knockout. He pulled out before. 2 years traveling the world. The featherweights are praying that I don't come back down there. So, whatever.
Okay, so now you win the lightweight title 2 months ago, and there's an interim lightweight title on the line in a little over a month. Did they ask you about that? Because, I mean, that's just 2 months ago you wanted.
Not a whisper about that one. But again, like I said earlier, business is business. You've got to create this. You've got to create. You know what I'm saying? You can't just let these, because the two guys that are fighting for that interim belt are bums. They can't. I always look at the game, the fight game, or the UFC, and it's like, I always wonder to myself why. Sometimes I wonder to myself why it's never broken through that next level. Why no one before me has ever got to that next level? Because they're all dog shit, and I don't mean like that. They're sloppy, messy, chinny. It's not pretty to look at, and it's the same with these two clowns, two bums, fighting for an interim belt. They should be very, very happy that I'm chilling out, taking a break, and they have this little chance to think that they're up there. But in reality, they're nowhere close. They'd both be knocked out stiff. Both chinny. Both wild. Too sloppy. Listen, whatever. I'm chilling right now. I have my eyes on one thing, and that's Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, so
that's the thing I have my eyes on.
Let's talk about Floyd.